Donald Trump has decided that he is taking his I'm a big loser in court tour international because he is no longer just losing in United States courts, but this week he lost in a London court. Donald Trump had sued Christopher Steele, basically the business that Christopher Steele runs, a business, Orbis Business Intelligence, founded by Christopher Steele, the author of that infamous Steele dossier. Trump had sued him in court in London, alleging basically defamation, damage to my reputation, damage to my emotional well-being for publishing this dossier. Trump's lawyers argued in front of the judge late last year that, oh my God, these claims are horrific, that Donald Trump was paying prostitutes in Russia to come and urinate on him in a Russian hotel room. It's hurt him personally, emotionally, they said. This poor guy, he's so sad that people think he would hire prostitutes to pee on him. Isn't that just gross? But this week, after considering those arguments from last year, Judge, let me find her name here. Judge Karen Stein came out and said, yeah, I'm throwing this lawsuit out. And part of the reason is because, one, Trump hasn't been able to disprove any of the claims in the dossier. Okay? A lot of the claims, like the Russian prostitute thing, have not been substantiated at all. But Trump didn't disprove them either. So, at least in the United States, I'm not 100% sure how it works in Europe, but in the US, if you can't disprove the claim, then you don't have a case, bud. So it's a little tricky there, isn't it? But most importantly, the judge said, you waited too long to bring this. You were made aware of this Steele dossier in January of 2017, and you didn't sue him for another 6 years? I mean, you didn't even immediately sue him after you weren't president of the United States anymore. You waited 2 years beyond that and then sued him. So you waited too long. If this was actually an issue that had caused you damage, you should have sued immediately. But you didn't, because it didn't actually cause you any damage. So it is what it is. Get the hell out of here. Judge also basically said, this was because it was argued, by Orbis's lawyers. That's, Steele's business. His lawyers went to court and said, listen, this report, this dossier, was actually never meant to be released to the public. BuzzFeed somehow got their hands on it and published it without Orbis's permission, without Christopher Steele's permission, and without the permission of the individuals to whom the dossier was created for. And the judge said, that's a great point. This was not supposed to be any kind of publicly released material, and therefore you cannot hold him accountable for creating it when it was another group that released it. So it is what it is. But I love the fact that it doesn't matter if it's here at home in the United States or abroad, Donald Trump just cannot seem to win a court case. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.